Hey everybody, so as promised I'm going to come at you with my top 5 back picks as we head into the new Gallagher Premiership season. So the question that nobody was thinking of, but I'm going to answer anyway, is why don't I look like a bum like I normally do this week? Well, I went to my son's parent evening. Well, it wasn't parent evening, it was a parent Zoom. And obviously I wanted to dress up and be a responsible parent in front of my son's teacher. He's 4. He's awesome. He can't decide which hand he'd like to write with, but he is definitely left-footed. And I don't want to be a pushy parent, but if he isn't half as good as Johnny Wilkinson, then I'm going to be severely disappointed. It's Johnny kicking the goal. Anyway, here are my top 5 back picks as we head into the new season. So the first man on this list is Bristol's Australian flyer Luke Morahan, who played over 1,400 minutes of rugby in the Premiership last season, averaging out at 24.86 points per 80. While the range in his fantasy performances is perhaps larger than others, when the Bears are firing, you can be assured that Morahan is going to get over the line. 10 tries last season was a great return and a compelling reason to have him in your team. Next up on the list then is Wasps' Jacob Umanga, who finished last season as the 7th highest point scoring back. 20 appearances and 8 tries was a great return for the youngster, and given Wasps will be looking to emulate the success of this season and the integral part Umanga plays, you can expect him to be one of the top performers come the end of the season. One of our fantasy stalwarts is up next, a player who has been an exemplary performer in the Premiership for the last 5 years. 32-year-old South African Francois Hougaard continues to deliver to an exceptionally high standard. Indeed, his points per 80 sits at 42.79, which last season in the backs was beaten only by his outgoing compatriot Kobus Reinach. He was also pipped to the post for a number of passes. I wonder if you can guess who by. Another player that smashed out over 1,400 minutes of rugby last season was Marcus Smith, who also finished up as the 3rd highest point scorer on the game. We've all seen what this wonder kid is capable of, and he seems a no-brainer for your fantasy team. Just like my top 5 forward picks, it would be remiss of me not to add last season's highest scoring player to the top of the list. That said, Dan Robson is currently involved with the England squad, so how much game time he gets over the next few weeks remains to be seen, but once he's back in black, you can be sure he'll be firing on all cylinders and smashing out some great fantasy performances, and undoubtedly finishing the season as the player who made the most passes again. So there we go, my top 5 back picks as we head into the new Gallagher Premiership season. As ever, hit that like and subscribe button, follow us on your favourite social media channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.